I've many times seen people turn from a life of self-destruction and begin a journey toward a full and satisfying life. An individual differentiates themselves from others, but a person comes to know themselves as coexisting with others. What a joy to see people come to life.
Yeah, been coming here on and off for the last 30 years. I was asked to be in the book because I've been here for so long, everybody knows me. It lets them know about what's happening in this little community. Come to Wayside just about every day. And like Mondays I run the coffee cart for like about 3 hours. Everybody likes a nice hot cup of coffee in winter, especially if they're sleeping out on the streets.
It's a place of rough and tumble and tears and laughter, and ultimately a place of revelation where we find we're not alone. And when I look through the book, every page brings back a story.
I found myself homeless on the streets of King's Cross in 2009. I came to Wayside because I was looking for a shower, and then I unfortunately got myself into drugs and alcohol on the streets of King's Cross. Declined very rapidly within months. I needed company. That was my big thing. So Wayside basically gave me that type of motivation and inspiration because I was meeting people who were keen on me and not looking at the issues and the problems I had.
I do value the values of this place about community and looking out for each other and not judging people and not assuming that people need to be fixed or that there's necessarily a problem with them because they're not the same and they don't have the same values or the same outlook on life. So I think it's just listening to people and engaging with people and giving people the time of day.
I get a big kick out of being in the book. I quite like it. It's like a history of the Wayside Chapel. Even though the Wayside changes, the old structure of the place is still the same. The Wayside itself is only just a building. A building can't help people much. It's what happens inside the building. It's the people who work there. It's the people who volunteer there. They are the people who help people. You can't go past Wayside volunteers. They just put themselves out to help people. They're beautiful people.
I've been volunteering here now. I've been coming up 4 years in the cafe. Some time back I had a bit of bad luck where I was classed as homeless myself, and my business went down the drain, and I lost the house that I was renting at the same time. Once I was given housing, well, I wanted to give something back really to what had been given to me, so that's the main reason that I came and started working at Wayside.
I love it that people can jump the counter here. They can come in as an addict and in no time, well, in some time, they can be on the other side of the counter helping other people through the same stuff.
Growing up in South Africa, I was taught to hate people with different colour skin and different sexual preferences. I had big issues with racism and phobia with gays and transvestites and lesbians. Yet these were the type of people I was meeting at Wayside who were showing me what love was about.
You know, Wayside's, is a special place, and I'm really proud to be part of it. So I'm happy to be part of the book. You're making history of this place, and I'm part of that history.
The book isn't trying to convince you of anything. There's no political points made and no chest beating going on. There's no crusaders. It's just, here is a remarkable community in which people are finding life and moving on to a better life. That ought to be documented and that ought to be celebrated.
Today I represent a community of different races, different sexes. We've got Peewee with his cushions made out of his underwear. You've got guys downstairs that that I'd never have met in my previous life, but they are characters in themselves. It's home, away from home. I can't see my life without Wayside, because this is my family. You know, who wants to live without their family? So I don't have my biological family in my life, but I certainly have a greater family. So I can't see my life without Wayside.
Yeah, we can't all be the same. So, you know, everybody comes from all different walks of life.
They've all led kind of interesting and different lives, which I appreciate and value, that there's that diversity kind of thing here.
If this wasn't here, there'd be a lot of people who would have nowhere, you know, nowhere to go, simple as that.
Every day you see a change. You see change within people, you see change within the staff, you see change within the building and that, because we continue evolving in supporting people. So naturally you have to grow as everything else grows. So daily you will see massive changes. You'll see new faces come in, old faces still sticking around, but the one thing still remains the same, that we are all equal.
None of these people are clients. These are human beings who have enriched me, and every picture is just unfolds a whole story. It's almost impossible for me to look at this book quickly. I have to stop and I have to just stay and see the richness that I've shared. So the whole book itself really is a promise and a hope for a better world. Wayside is an extraordinary place.